And we are live here on the ETBU Sports Net. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time of the season. It is the ASC Men's Soccer Tournament here on Carnage Field. The ETBU Tigers are taking on the University of the Ozarks, seeds numbers 4 and 5, respectively. Both these teams coming in after picking up some big-time wins here to finish out the year, especially ETBU. But first, we're going to start with the visitors here. The number 5 seed, University of the Ozarks. The Ozarks are making their 16th ASC tournament appearance with an overall record of 8-12-4 in tournament play. And coming in, they also boast a championship, which they won back in 2003, about 15 years ago. So they're looking to make their run here in the tournament. OU has gone the entire month of October without losing. They are 6-0-2. The last loss that they had was on the road against McMurray University. They lost 1-0. And in the last meeting between these two teams, just dating back to the regular season just a bit here, both these teams battled hard. ETBU jumped out to a 2-1 lead. And actually, they ended up getting it to 3-1 at one point, but then the Ozarks came storming back, tying up the game, and ended up going into 2 overtime sessions. Neither team was able to yield a score, so it ended on a tie here back in mid-October, early October. This matchup was last played. So we're looking at both these teams coming in. They have a tremendous front attack. They are both coming in with a lot of confidence here. Both teams have battled throughout the season, but looking at this Ozarks team, they started off the year, just looking at the road that they had, they started off 0-6-1, but then suddenly just started to pick up their play, finished out the year with an 8-1-2 record. After starting off, getting off to a rocky start, to say the least, ended up capturing that 5th seed, as we said. So just looking at the leaders across the board for OU, Alex Ross leads the team coming in. He's got 9 goals, 2 assists for a grand total of 20 points on the year. Richard Southfront has 6 goals, 2 assists for 14 points, and Michael Luster, 5 goals, 4 assists for 14 points as well. And Logan Valliston will be at the helm at the goalie spot. He's got 85 saves for an overall record of 7-7-3. So they have their powerhouses here, big-time strikers, and they are definitely a team that is a threat to score points here. As we look at the overall stats, they have 39 goals made so far on the year, but they're battling an ETBU team that is very good on the defensive end. And speaking of, we're going to switch gears to the number 4 seed, East Texas Baptist University. ETBU comes in, making their 3rd tournament appearance here in this ASC Men's Soccer Tournament. And they make program history today because they are hosting for the very first time. This is for first for the men's squad since switching over to the NCAA back in 1999. So they are hosting here the Ozarks, and I tell you what, both these teams coming in on a bit of a hot streak. Like we said, OU has yet to lose in the month of October, with ETBU coming in on a winning streak of their own, winning their last 4, and the last 2 in very dramatic fashion. In case you haven't been keeping up to date on your ETBU sports, let me be the first to remind you that this ETBU team picked up arguably their biggest win of the year, taking down UTD last Friday in dramatic fashion, 2-1 at home in the final 13 minutes. UTD was leading in that game 1-0 for much of the match until the last 13 minutes. ETBU were able to come up with 2 goals and take that one 2-1, taking down the University of Texas Dallas, who, by the way, is a number 1 seed in the ASC. So that was a big-time win for our men's squad. And then they topped that off with a match against Howard Payne to close out the regular season. happened to also be senior night for the ETBU Tigers here on Cornish Field. Max Pontecorvo connected off of an assist from Daniel Rudder and scored the golden goal to defeat Howard Payne in overtime. Both teams were tied at 1 apiece, and ETBU was able to take that one 2-1. So we're about 5 minutes away from match action. We're going to keep it here as we continue to move on here and look at the big keys to the game here for ETBU coming in as both teams continue to get hyped here as we're in postseason play. An exciting time here for both teams to be on a hot streak. But just looking at East Texas Baptist University, obviously they have a couple of really great players here, obviously in the midfield and on that defensive front line as well. But for the Tigers, as we're looking at it here, we've got Daniel Rudder, who is the offensive who captured the offensive ASC player of the week just about 2 weeks ago for his play on the road. And Bryant Botello was the defensive player of the week in the ASC this year. So they've captured a couple of awards here. And just looking at the leaders here for the Tigers, Rudder also comes in. He's got 7 goals made, 2 assists for a total of 16 points. And another player who has absolutely emerged for ETBU, Silas Sangano. He's got himself 4 goals, 3 assists, 11 points. And as we said, we spoke about him earlier, Brian Botello, he has really been manning the effort at the goalie spot. He's got 64 saves for an overall record of 8-3-2. Well, both these teams here are getting set to go. We'll have the announcement of the starting lineups here in just a few minutes. But just talking to head coach for ETBU, Chris Crawford, here this past week, he said that, it's all credit to the team. They responded well, and they've really fought and have really grown mentally in ways that they hadn't really seen last year. So they have definitely learned from all the trials, the up and down season that they had last season, and they have really put out a great product. We'll be back here on the ETBU Sportsnet momentarily as we're about to have the announcement of the starting lineups. Cut to a commercial. Don't go anywhere here on the ETBU Sportsnet. We are back here on the ETBU Sportsnet here, broadcasting live the men's soccer ASC tournament. In case you're just joining us, I'm Mark T. Robinson here on the call tonight from Cornish Field as we have the announcement of the starting lineups. Let's start with the road team. At goal, 00, Logan Valestine. Number 2, Jax Robinson, playing on the defensive end. Number 5, Richard Sofront. Number 6, Thomas Ross. Number 7, Michael Luster. Number 10, Miguel Reyes, along with number 20, Drew Mott. Number 23, Alex Cross. Number 27, Bradley Rice. And number 33, Spitz Jean Baptiste. And for ETBU, we've got at goalie, of course, number 1, Bryant Botello, along with number 2, Daniel Rudder, with number 5, Silas Sangano, number 8, Tristan England, number 18, Brett Rose, along with number 10, Travis Floyd, number 4, Aaron Lopez, number 13, Michael Andrews, number 17, Jacob Lopez, and number 24, Justin Azua, and number 16, Travis Atkinson. As Sangano looking to join his team here. Both squads circling up here. A quick huddle before this big-time matchup. Last time ETBU was in the ASC tournament was in 2013, where they visited the Louisiana College Wildcats. Ended up losing on that one 3-2. So that was the last time that they were in this big-time tournament here. As both teams getting set to go. Interesting choice here. Coach Crawford switching up the lineups a little bit. Sangano usually the spark coming off the bench for ETBU, but tonight he is starting with everything at stake here. And also, number 18, Brett Rose at the start. So here we go. We have kicked off. And right now, we're on ETBU's territory here as both battling there out on the side. That was both Lopez and Baptiste, as we've got a little bit of a scramble there as both teams trying to battle it out, looking for the loose ball, and he'll flick it over quickly to number 10. That's Miguel Reyes, and he'll get it back over to Bradley Rice. Rice, a good ball ahead, looking for the sprinting Drew Mott. Mott being chased by Jacob Lopez. Mott trying to stay in bounds, and it's taken away, tackled and trapped by Lopez. And he does a great job here getting it to Sangano. Deflected out. It will with ETBU. Here comes the throw in. Looks like on the far end, that is Aaron Lopez getting that in, gets it right over to Andrews, it looks like there. Back over to Lopez here. Lopez trying to escape Mott, and he tries to get it over, but up the middle there to receive it is Miguel Reyes. And falling down is Jean Baptiste trying to get to that loose ball. It goes over, and a great job by Truman Hensley to get on that. And great job by Bryant Botello there, tackling that one. Here's the goal kick here, and it goes right over its midfield, over to Rose. Rose there to receive it, but quickly there, a couple of Ozarks to get on that loose ball, and it's going to be called an offsides. Illegal formation there for the Ozarks. Paying attention to the arrangement there on the field. It'll go back to ETBU here. Atkinson putting it in position here. The last opportunity, and so we take a quick look at Atkinson as he tries to line it up, and he's going to look for ETBU teammate there, but can't quite get it, and sending it over was Sofront, and Tristan England doing a great job for ETBU to intercept that one. Sangano splitting his way through a couple of Ozarks, and he's little bit, he runs into a host of Ozarks there, not quite able to get past, headed there by Andrews, but the Ozarks trying to take control of it, and Baptiste comes in, trying to get around. He's surrounded now. Rudder getting in on the action, and he'll quickly tap it over to Reyes. Reyes, great job by Rudder there defensively. And Sangano, he had it but lost it. He and Sangano there, Sangano and Baptiste were in a bit of a battle. They quickly get it back over to Valentine. And he'll get it to Reyes. Reyes just beyond the midfield point here. And he'll get it over to Baptiste. Baptiste trying to initiate some offense here for the Ozarks. Tried to connect with Ross there. Couldn't quite get it. And here we go, trying to force it into a teammate there. But a great job by the Ozarks to maintain. They're now in ETBU territory here as we've got ourselves, not sure if that was quite a shot attempt. Looks like he tried to get it, tried to cross it to the other side. Result in ETBU ball, however. Here's Brian Botello here. Trying to line things up on the goal kick for his team. Botello, a senior for ETBU. As he'll get it over to midfield, and it's headed by Andrews. And Rudder chasing it and comes flying out of no place. That was number 24, Truman Hensley. And looks like the ball will go back to ETBU. Great chase down there and a good effort. However, Tigers able to maintain here on the throw-in. Here's Lopez getting it, trying to find a teammate, and he finds Sangano. Sangano with a high kick. Good ball, but Valentine is there to collect it. So he'll put it in play here for the Ozarks. Both teams kind of size each other up, but again, these teams met just several weeks ago, and it was quite a battle. Both these teams came with great energy. It was almost a luster, but Azua getting in on the action. And Reyes monitoring there at midfield. He gently taps it over to Jax Robinson, and here's Luster being guarded by Azua, and he'll tap it over to Sofront, and Sofront will get it now to Mott. Mott with the cross, and great job there. Good play on the ball by Lopez, as both Aaron Lopez and it looked like Thomas Ross had a little bit of a collision there. Racing along the left side there is Sangano, a sliding kick. Reyes trying to keep it in play. Unfortunately, he does not, and it'll go back to ETBU here. Here comes the throw-in. Rudder there, and here's Lopez to receive it. Andrews looking, and he'll cross it to Azua, and Azua is looking. Good crossover to Rose, and Rose could not quite get a handle on that one. It'll go back to Valentine here. He'll put it in play again for the Ozarks. And there to get it, Azua and Atkinson battling for it. And here comes Travis Floyd putting moves on his defender to get by him. But instead, it'll go back to the Ozarks here. A good header there by Ross. And Floyd battling. And Rose is there on the right side of the field. Racing, crossing it over to Rudder. He gets tangled up, and it's taken away that time by Reyes. Here's South Front looking for the open man. He'll tap it over to number 24, Truman Hensley. Hensley looking. He'll get it up the field to Baptiste. Baptiste being hounded right now by the combination of England and Sangano. He'll tap it back over to South Front. South Front is looking, and he'll send it over. And trying to hit it there was Ross. Couldn't quite get it. Andrews there to receive it. Great tap there by Sangano. Sangano continuing to sprint along that left side, and forced to get it out of there was Bradley Rice before the oncoming ETBU Tigers could get to it. So here we go. Here's a throw in by Lopez, getting it right to Sangano, and Sangano being watched and hounded closely there. And Baptiste, and it looked like Mott really tackled him. It'll go back to the Ozarks here. On a foul call there. It'll be charged to ETBU. Ball back to the Ozarks. And they put in play here the header by Lopez. And now Floyd chasing at Floyd and South Front battling there, and he'll Doing a cross kick there to get it to Rose. Rose overpassed it there. I suppose that's the term. Overcrossed. I'm gonna start inventing some terms here. Kind of overshot him a little bit. Rose a little bit too anxious, too strong on that kick. As a throw in by Jax Robinson. The long throw, trying to get it to Luster. Luster getting tangled up with Azua. Great job by Floyd to keep that one in play, but there to receive that is Reyes. Reyes run into by Rose. It'll stay with the Ozarks here. Robinson. I don't know if he's completely out of bounds there, but getting it is Ross. Here's Ross. He tried to cross it, but Aaron Lopez there to intercept that. He gets it up the field to Sangano. Sangano trying to get a handle on that ball. Couldn't quite do it, and Baptiste is there to put it in play for his team. Here's the cross headed by Azua. Luster there and trying to get it to a teammate once again, but a good job by Atkinson. Trying to play on the back line of the defense there. Here's Floyd in a race with Robinson, and the ball will go. It's awarded to ETBU. Both Robinson and Floyd were battling for it. Rose doing a great job of tackling it and getting to it, and Rose popping to the open spot here. He's being guarded tightly right now and does a great job trying to keep it in play. And instead, Robinson will get onto it. Great backline defense by ETBU here. As Atkinson with a great ball, but right to Bradley Rice. Floyd now. And great job by Reyes to read that one. It was trying to cross it to Rudder. Reyes cutting that off. Azua slips. And Luster, he's going to be offsides. And yes, sir, that is the call. He is offsides there, as Luster was nearly in scoring position, but not quite able to get into the play in legal position. So on the turnover, ETBU will get it back here. Atkinson will send it into the front field, and heading that one was Rose, but a little bicycle type kick there from Reyes. And Ozarks will control it here. Trying to trap the ball at so front, and Aaron Lopez wisely gets it back over to Botello here to put it in play for the home team. Tigers again capturing that number 4 spot. 2 dramatic wins to end the season. In case you're just joining us here on the ETBU Sports Net, Tigers did it in dramatic fashion over the last 2 games, picking up some big wins against UTD and HPU. That's Howard Payne University. So to go back to Botello here. He'll put in play again. Botello will get it to Azua. Azua, good header. Good header again by Floyd, and a great job by Rudder to get a foot on it. Got a cleat on that one, but not able to quite keep it in play in time for Floyd to catch up. So it'll go back to the Ozarks here. OU will put it in play. Jax Robinson for the throw-in here. Jax, throw in here, and nearly got to Azua, but South Front able to maintain control of it. And here's Luster. Luster working against, and it was off the mark. Nearly had that shot off, but it was deflected at the last second. Just off the crossbar for the first official shot of the night. According to the stats, however, there's been 2 shots on goal, but we're going to have ourselves a corner kick here as number 10, Miguel Reyes, setting things up here for the Ozarks. So here's the kick. Here's the setup there. Great job defensively from ETBU, but Luster able to get a foot on it once again. Here is Robinson. Robinson, he's being double teamed there on that far right sideline and not able to get to it. Luster, another shot attempt. That one with the left cleat goes high over the crossbar. So it looks like it's going to go down as a 3rd shot attempt for OU. 2 coming on goal. According to the scoreboard, anyway. Here we go. headed there. That was headed by Mott, but right out of bounds. So ETBU will gain possession again. Here comes the throw in here. Aaron Lopez surveying the field here, looking for an open teammate, and great job by Sangano to body up on, looks like that was Truman Hensley. So front, though, at midfield to meet the ball. He'll get it to a teammate. A spinning double kick there by Jax Robinson. What a great move. Gets it over to Ross, and sliding in is Rudder. Rudder doing a great job of keeping that ball in play. And Hensley will send it ahead to Luster. Luster will try and chase it down, but it goes out of bounds. He's not able to get to it just yet here. Ball back to ETBU. Luster getting himself in scoring opportunity quite a few times here in this first half. Both these teams celebrating their senior days at home. Louisiana against Louisiana College, where the Ozarks here, they won that last match 3-0 to close out the regular season of play. And then ETBU, of course, as we said, in dramatic fashion against HPU. Aaron Lopez nearly chases it down. He gets tangled up on the sideline, but Baptiste is quickly there to scoop it up, and we're going to have ourselves a foul here, as looked like Jacob Lopez made contact with one of the Ozarks on the other end. Looks like that was Drew Mott on the far end. Yes, it was number 20, Drew Mott. And picking up the foul there is ETBU. So 2 fouls on the Tigers thus far. Here to put it in play on the indirect free kick. And headed away by Atkinson. Chasing it down is Azua. Justin Azua sliding in is Luster, and looks like it's going to be ETBU ball. And Floyd was not quite able to gain control of that one. It'll stay down here with the Ozarks here. Ozarks in ETBU territory right now. Here comes the throw in. Jax Robinson kind of wiping the ball off here. Little damp out here on the field. Here comes Robinson on the throw in. Looking and headed away by Jacob Lopez. Headed again by Rudder, and Rose coming up against 2 Ozarks defenders. Ozarks win it for the moment. Great ball. Will Rose be able to catch up to it? That's a lot of speed, but foot race between he and looked like that was number 21, Ralph Jean-Pierre. And the Ozarks win it. Here's Mott getting it over to Ross. Ross, the light tap over to Reyes. Reyes looking ahead. That's a good ball to Baptiste on the far right side of the field there. Luster comes into the play. He taps it back to Baptiste. Baptiste in a good position, trying to put moves on Lopez to get by him. England is quickly watching as well. Trying to get away. And he'll tap it right back over to South Front. South Front with the cross, the high cross there, and a bicycle kick attempt by Luster. He tumbles to the field. Fortunately, able to keep it alive is Thomas Ross. And here's Alex Ross getting in on the action. The 2 Rosses there working together. And great defense from Lopez. That was almost inside the box, that last one. Headed by Sangano. Sangano won't quit on the play. Great job by Sangano. He'll tap it over to Rose. And Rose, he'll stay with it. But able to maintain it, though, was Bradley Rice. Great job by Floyd. Tried to cross it. Floyd was there to tap that one away. No score in the game thus far, as Jax Robinson will throw in. And Luster will get to it. Trying to shake Lopez. Sent over to Baptiste on the far side, the far right side. Baptiste was just working against Lopez. Lopez, great job of poking his foot in there to get the ball free. Baptiste still has it, trying to cross it to Luster. And a shot attempt, and great defense by ETBU. Multiple shot attempts went up. It was instead deflected. we've got a stoppage of play here as Botello went down. Great job by Botello there. He took a hit. And appears to be okay here. He'll go back to the box to defend. A goal for ETBU here. Tigers with possession here. Azua over to Andrews. Andrews looking, gets it over to Floyd. Floyd being hounded from behind by Jax Robinson, and the light tap over to Azua. A good ball to Rose, but comes flying in there. Was number 21. That was Ralph Jean-Pierre. We have a substitution. Max Pontecorvo checking in to the match here. And Pontecorvo, of course, played a big role in ETBU's overtime victory over HPU. Number 7, Pontecorvo captured the golden goal in the final minutes there, as that is punted out of bounds by Miguel Reyes. Azua to throw in here. Over to Andrews, a light tap, and Azua battling with Salfront. ETBU will maintain it there as he kicked that one out of bounds. Azua looking. And Rudder not quite able to get a handle on that one. Headed by Mott to Ross there. Alex Ross, and getting into the play is Lopez. Reyes there to play some great defense. A sliding move by, looked like it was Michael Andrews on South Front. And Lopez there chasing it down, trying to get it to a teammate. Looking, and he sprints past several Ozarks there and lightly trying to tap it to Pontecorvo. Ball is loose, but Aaron Lopez there to corral it. And here comes, that was Floyd, a light tap. Back over to Floyd, a good ball, and Andrews, like he got hit there, and he is down. And he's down, and looks like he's going to, looks like he'll be okay. Took a shot to the face there, but he'll be okay here. Back up on his feet. Showing some grit and toughness here as Lopez will put it into play. Jacob Lopez, that is, for ETBU. Looking, he'll put it in play here, and great job by Jacob there. Trying to give his team a scoring opportunity. Couldn't quite get it there, but a great attempt. Looked like this was going to be a goal kick by the goalie, but it looks like Jax Robinson will take his chance and put it in play for OU. We're going to reach his midfield just about. Gets it over to Luster. Luster with the high kick there to Baptiste. Baptiste lost it for the moment, then retraps it. Gets it back over to Ross, and Ross will tap it over to, looks like that's Henley on the far side. Truman Hensley, that is. Tap to Salfront. Salfront battling with Pontecorvo. And Pontecorvo called for the foul. Max Pontecorvo there. A little too aggressive in trying to get to that loose ball. Hey, who can blame him? This is playoff time. We're at midfield now. Here's a kick to put in play, and Azua will chase it down. It'll be ETBU ball. Here's a throw in here. Getting it over to Tristan England, and out of bounds. OU will regain the possession here. Light tap, and Floyd is on it to Rudder. Rudder battling with Reyes, and Rudder looking. Light tap over to Jacob Lopez, and another tap there to Tristan England on the far left side. Gets it over. He overshot that one. Tried to cross it to a teammate there. He had several Tigers in the vicinity, and it'll go back to ETBU here. It's off the foot of an Ozark on the far right side. Valley, good job by England to get past as Sangano stumbles, couldn't get a handle on it, ends up out of bounds. Ball go back to OU. I tap here, back over to the goalie. That's Valentine. And he'll put it in play here with a goal kick. And a couple of Ozarks there battling for it. Reyes trying to keep Sangano off of him. And Hensley will tap it lightly over to Thomas Ross. And it ends up in the hands of the goalie, Bryant Botello. Well over 24 minutes just about has gone by here in this first half. We're at the 21:30 mark here as Atkinson and Baptiste chasing it. Baptiste gets it. Oh, no, Atkinson. He traps it there. And great persistence by Travis Atkinson. However, he's not able to fully come up with possession there. It'll go back to OU. We're going to have ourselves a throw in here, but that was a great battle here along this left sideline. And the best part about it is it was closest to me, so I can see everything that was happening without having to really stick the neck out there and use strain on the eyes. Here's a throw in, and Atkinson there on the header. Right to Sangano. Sangano battling. Oh, Luster nearly catches up to him. He does, but Sangano does not quit on the play. Sangano chasing Hensley. And Hensley battling. He comes into a host of Tigers that was off the looked like the left shoulder of Andrews. And Pontecorvo battling with Luster. A couple of number 7s battling up the field. And it's put back in play by Valentine on the goal kick. And Lopez battling with Baptiste. Lopez goes down. Aaron Lopez, that is. He's down. Baptiste, they're now 11 on 10. Baptiste doing a great job he puts a move, that time on Sanford, and they're going to call an offsides. As Aaron Lopez is still down here. As he's according to a couple players on the field, that he's drawn some blood there. Aaron Lopez, he's down, so we're going to have ourselves our first break here. Gameplay. Just under 20 minutes to go here in this first round of the ASC men's soccer tournament. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after this.
I'm excited about the next 4 years and what the future holds for me at ETBU.
We're a Christ-centered university, and we're putting God first.
We are the light on the hill. God calls us to be the light and to spread it.
I feel like I'm experiencing something that I'm not going to ever experience again, and I wouldn't change it for anything else.
Ever since the day I stepped foot on this campus, I have felt right at home.
And we are back here on the ETBU Sports Net. And a quick score update from University of Texas Dallas, Houghton Richardson. UTD, the Comets coming away with the 2-0 victory over ETBU, the women's soccer team. So great season once again from the women's soccer team. Absolutely made a big statement here throughout the year. Playing a little undermanned, but did a great job maintaining for head coach Eric Solberg. So season will come to an end here. 19:38 to play here as Aaron Lopez is okay. Stepped out for a moment there as is part of the rules here, but he'll be back here as Baptiste once again putting moves on a couple of ETBU defenders there, Max Pontecorvo included. Alex Ross looking for a teammate. He'll go high across the field to Michael Luster, and Luster captures it and gets it back over to a teammate. And Hensley, it looks like that was on the far side, and indeed it was. They'll reset here, getting it over to number 27, Bradley Rice, and Rice with a good ball over to Baptiste. Baptiste, he's offsides again. So that's the third time OU's been in, looks like they were going to be in good scoring position, but the ref calls it the other way at offsides. As we have on the sideline, number 11, Juan Cairo for ETBU, about to check in to this match. So you'll see his first action here at the 18, probably around the 18-minute mark here of this first half. Is a good ball there by Atkinson, and here is Sangano. Sangano with the shot. It goes high, and it's off the mark. Hey, I don't blame him there. That's the first shot attempt there for ETBU on the night. Sangano going a little bit high, and Juan Cairo will check in for him. I guess he figured that, hey, I'm about to come out of the game. I might as well put up a quick shot here. It happens a lot with athletes and with other players there with other sports, realizing they're going to be subbed out, puts up a quick shot attempt. But great job, great energy by Sangano. Head coach Chris Crawford couldn't say enough about him during the season and his growth, as they're going to have a foul called. It looks like it was going to be between Pontecorvo and Reyes. They were both battling at midfield here. Foul will be called on ETBU, so Tigers commit, I believe, what is their fourth or fifth foul of this first half. Jax Robinson puts this in play here. A good high ball, but it goes into a host of Tigers there waiting at the outside of the box here. And here is Rudder. Rudder being chased by Robinson. Rudder getting past Sofront now, who comes into the picture. Taps it over to Andrews, and Andrews a good ball to that right side of the field. He'll get it over to, that was Azua. Azua, Rudder and light tap, and a good chase. And a good diving effort by Valestein. Logan Valestein with a great job of chasing down that loose ball. Slides on his back just about to get to it. And here we go. Robinson with a good ball. And great job there as Botello able to get in there and corral it. Good read on the defensive end. Botello on the goal kick there. And chasing it down. A light tap there. And here we go. It's sent ahead. Mott being chased by Jacob Lopez. And looks like it'll go back to ETBU. Called on a handball there, OU. And of course, since we're playing soccer, that is illegal. Just under the 16-minute mark here of this first half as Andrews comes flying in, trying to get the header. Sufront, though, get us on it. And it goes over the head of Tristan England, but England with a light tap over to Azua there on the far right. And coming into the play now is Floyd, as Pontecorvo trying to keep it in play. He slips down, being chased by Thomas Ross there. And Andrews will maintain it here. A great job by Reyes. And then a light tap over to Baptiste. Baptiste, he attracts several Tiger defenders. Reyes trying to get by England. The cross, and a good job. It's headed out of bounds by Aaron Lopez. Looks like this is going to be another corner kick opportunity. It's Miguel Reyes trotting up here. He's the trigger man for OU. He'll put this one in play. Miguel Reyes looking. Breezing deeply here. He'll set it up. Good attempt there. It's headed by several Tigers there. Luster able to lightly tap it back over to Thomas Ross. Reyes looking. And Reyes. It looks like it's going to be another corner kick opportunity now. And again, you get a number of these corner kick opportunities. Eventually, I mean, could lead to a score here. Both teams setting up here. Good formation on the around the box here. They want to make sure they do not allow this team to get a scoring opportunity. Here's Reyes there, and here's a headed attempt, and that's headed now by Atkinson. And a great job of Ross trying to chase that loose ball, getting around several Tigers there. Great job by Atkinson to stick that leg out there and make a play on the ball. Jax Robinson has to chase it down all the way back into the backfield, into their own territory here. Good ball sent ahead. Azua looks like that was going to sail out of bounds, but instead it goes right back over to Floyd, and Floyd will get it to Atkinson. Atkinson looking. He's being chased. That's by Alex Ross, and not able to make a play on that was Thomas Ross. And a great job there. Defensively, Jax Robinson steps in. And we can tell this is playoff basketball, soccer rather. Thinking about totally different sport there. Apologies, folks. And Pontecorvo not quite able to get to it. Playoff soccer is what I meant to say, folks. Playoff ASC men's soccer. So we have a couple of substitutions here. Both 23, Alex Ross, and number 20, Drew Mott, checking out of the game.
Number 12, Sean Garcia. Number 18, Bryce Young.
Checking in for the Ozarks is number 12, Sean Garcia. And Bryce Young for OU. There's a ball here, and nearly led perfectly for Travis Floyd on the far left side. Not able to put it in, though. And here we go, Pontecorvo trying to lead it for the trotting. Looks like that was Juan Cairo who was going to be the recipient of that. Baptiste now with it. Lightly taps it, and quickly, Southfront quickly gets surrounded with several. And a great job there by Pontecorvo to battle. And OU picks up the foul here. He'll put it in play. Here comes Lopez. Jacob Lopez for ETBU. Little over 11 minutes to play here in this first half. Here's Lopez here. And caught by Logan Valentine. So, Logan there playing great defense there for OU. Floyd nearly got to it, but it's tracked down and taken away by Truman Hensley. Running for it. It's Bryce Young. OU will maintain possession here. And now checking in for the Ozarks is number 32, Rigo Resendez. Resendez in.
Ozarks, number 32, Rigo Resendez.
Here comes the throw in. Jax Robinson will put this in play here on the throw in. Here we go. And headed by a couple of Ozarks. It's going to be off. Looks like it was off the forehead of Baptiste. Spence John Baptiste has been very, very active here in this first half. Active half from both teams, but it just has not yielded the results on the scoreboard. 10 minutes left here in the first 45 minutes of this ASC men's soccer first round tournament here. Tigers, the number 4 seed, hosting the number 5 seeded University of the Ozarks of Clarksville, Arkansas. And Lopez nearly had it. And great job there by Atkinson defensively to knock it away. However, it's going to result in yet another corner kick. So for the Ozarks, they have now 4 of these opportunities. I believe this is the 4th corner kick for the Ozarks. And once again, stepping up to initiate the play is number 10, Miguel Reyes. Tigers have yet to have corner kick attempt. As we have a good crowd out here for this playoff match. Again, Tigers making history with hosting their first ASC tournament, and it's nearly headed in, but a great job by the Tigers to knock it away. The ball's bouncing around out there. Nobody nearly able to come up with it, and Rudder, eventually, he does come up with it, gets by his defender. Rudder, he attracts several, and Rudder trying to tackle it, and he lightly taps it over, and it's going to be a foul on OU. Daniel Rudder turning on the Jets, blowing by 3 and 4 Ozark defenders. Eagles not quite able to come up with the ball here, and it's knocked away. Luster sticking a cleat in there to get to it, and tapped up by Garcia. Over to Luster. Great job coming over from the blind side, looks like. That was number 8, Tristan England, making the play here. Here comes ETBU now. They have an opportunity. I think Rudder is going to try and get this. Oh, and not quite able to stay in bounds. Hitting the deck. Looks like that was number 10, Miguel Reyes, stumbling and falling out of bounds. And this is going to be the first corner kick opportunity now for ETBU. Max Pontecorvo here playing as the Tiger trigger man on this one. 7:28 to play here in the first half. Pontecorvo surveying the field, backing up here to get himself some momentum here. This could be the opportunity that the Tigers have been looking for. And it's through the air. It's nearly headed. But it'll stay with ETBU. Obviously, Eagles hoping that ball goes back to them. But ETBU will maintain it here. And it looks like, yes, Pontecorvo will take it now from the right side. Started off on the left, and now we'll take the corner kick here from the right. Surveys the field. He's looking. Gives up the signal here. And here we go. The setup. And it's headed. And not able to get it up over the crossbar. That was, looked like it was Daniel Rudder there on the opportunity. Little too high. And we're still at a 0-0 stalemate on the scoreboard. There's Jax Robinson here to put it in play for OU. Give them a shot here to score. Really headed again, headed by Atkinson as Rudder turned by Hensley. And battling there, both Luster and Azua trying to get after that loose ball. And Hensley, he forgot something, looks like. And Luster's on it here. Trying to tap it over was number 32, Resendez. And Pontecorvo looks like was tangled up. He was tackled and had that ball trapped and taken away. Here's Reyes. Reyes with the cross attempt. Great job by Jacob Lopez to get into the play, pick that one off. Rudder chasing. Rudder trying to escape the Eagle trap here. Trying to get a good ball. Hit it again now by Azua. On the cover with a light tap. Luster comes out of no place to gain a possession for OU. Great job by Atkinson. And now Lopez will trigger to ETBU. But it's over to Luster. He tried to get it to one of the Tigers there. Not able to do so. Cairo taps it over to Andrews. And Andrews with a high ball. Will this get to Rudder? It won't. Hensley will head it over to his goalie and Logan Valentine, and he'll just trigger it in play with the kick here. Atkinson, the light hitter. Here is Cairo. Cairo trapped with several, but he's somehow able to escape, and he'll get it over. Looks like Travis Floyd on the far side. And Rudder, he attracts a crowd there. Andrews the light tap. Andrews taps it over to Cairo. Cairo, nice pass there. And saving is Lopez, nearly getting to it. And the ball will return to OU. Ball rolling out of bounds there on that last play. Baptiste gets ahead on it. Over to Garcia. Garcia will tap it over, and Lopez tried to get to it. Falls to the deck is number 18, Bryce Young. He gets up, and there's going to be a foul called on ETBU. So a little over 3 minutes remaining here in Cornish Field in this first half. Miguel Reyes setting things up here for OU. And we are still scoreless here in this first 45 minutes of play. Here's Reyes, the trigger, and trying to hit it. No, won't go. And tapped up again, and a host of Tigers around it. Trying to get a good ball over to Daniel Rudder. And chasing it down now, Struman Hensley. Hensley, getting ahead and hitting the deck. Trying to get to that one. And Lopez. Combination of Lopez and Botello. Really getting into a collision there. Here's Cairo now. Trying to get by Reyes. And Cairo doing a great job of escaping several Eagles. But eventually he's captured and it's taken away. Here's Reyes. Playing it over to Young. Young. Light tap to South Front. South Front. And trying to get to that one is Sean Garcia. Young is back on it. And a good tap again from Azua. Here's Hensley. Back to Atkinson. OU gains possession now. And here we go. Coming up the field as hitting the deck is Resendez. And Baptiste trying to chase it down. He'll get to it. Great job. He blows by Cairo and trying to a shot attempt. Shot by number 33, Spence Jean-Baptiste. Not quite able to put it in, but it was very close. That's the fourth shot now for the Ozarks. Tigers have taken one shot so far. Well, two shots. One was a header by Rudder, and another was a shot attempt, a long shot attempt by Sangano. Under a minute to play here in the first half, as we are still scoreless here from Cornish Field. In case you're just joining us, I'm Mark T. Robinson on the call here for this men's soccer ASC first round tournament match with ETBU hosting for the first time in program history. And here we go. And Atkinson gobbles that one up. He nearly has it, not quite, as he's battling with Sean Garcia. Garcia and Baptiste get in on it. Lopez puts a ball in the air, and it's out of bounds. Jax Robinson there to throw in here for OU, and he quickly goes over to Resendez. Taps it back to Jax Robinson. Knocked away by Cairo, and putting a ball through the air. But there to head it is Jacob Lopez. Under 10 to play here, and Miguel Reyes trying to get up a last shot before the half. It is unsuccessful, and we are scoreless from Cornish Field. The first half of play is in the books. Neither team able to scratch thus far, but we'll have another 45 minutes. You'll find out what happens on the other side of this break. Once again, Mark T. Robinson on the call here for this men's ASC soccer tournament here. This is first round play. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere.
The A1 Bacon Hearty Burgers is back.
I love the A1 Thick and Hearty Burger. Absolutely the best thing ever.
You asked for it, and it's back.
It's back! It comes with 200% pure beef patties.
You have the crunchiness of the bacon, the onions, the way it all comes together.
The sauce plays a big role in a sandwich.
When you combine it with everything, that's what makes it so good.
A1 Thick and Hearty! It's back. That's the A1 Thick and Hearty Burger.
It's back at Whataburger for a limited time.
It's a little piece of heaven right here.
Of your high school, Texas Bank and Trust has a great way to show your pandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank and Trust High School Pandemonium Visa Check Cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the Pandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank and Trust Pandemonium Visa Check Cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank and Trust Pandemonium Cards.
Go TBT!
And we're back here on the ETBU Sports Net here on Cornish Field for today's first round men's ASC soccer matchup here of the tournament. And the Tigers, both teams really, Tigers and Eagles, no score from either team. The first half, the Ozarks took 3 shots on goal. Tigers have yet to attempt a shot on goal. However, they have 2 shots total, a header by Rudder and a long shot from about 15 yards out from Silas Ngannou. So back to both teams going back to their original starting lineup here. Once again, I'm Mark T. Robinson here on the call as the clock has started here. And we're off here as Hensley and Rudder battling for it. Thomas Ross thought about getting that pop-up. Zua comes flying out of the blind side and heads it out of bounds. Hensley to inbound it here. Truman Hensley has a great job there to fight for it. It's Thomas Ross, but Pontecorvo takes it away, and Pontecorvo tried to get it to Rudder, and good heads-up play by Sangano. It's Bradley Rice. Punted that one right out of bounds. Sangano had to jump out of the way of it. And here we go. Atkinson getting tangled up with Mott. And he gets it back over to Michael Andrews. Andrews looking for an open Tiger teammate. He eludes 3 Ozarks there. Gets it over to Aaron Lopez, looks like on the far side. He's being chased by Jax Robinson. And it's knocked away, and it'll produce a corner kick opportunity for ETBU. ETBU had 2 of those in the first half to UO's 5. Again, UO having more shot attempts than the Tigers in that opening half of play here. Here's Pontecorvo here looking, surveying. There's a kick there, and it's headed away and up and over the netting there. Just above goal line. Another opportunity here for Pontecorvo, so this will result in corner kick number 4 now for ETBU. Here's Pontecorvo. The trigger in, headed away again. That time Miguel Reyes came flying in. Gets it over to Rudder here. The light tap by Pontecorvo. Rudder using the speed, but then backs it up and change of pace, trying to get around his man. And Alex Ross did a great job there of just chasing him around and staying with him, even with the change of pace by Rudder. Pontecorvo battling, goes to the deck. It'll stay with the Tigers here. Looks like it's going to be yet another. It's going to be a throw-in this time, however. Looks like it was going to be yet another corner kick opportunity just about. And the throw-in here, headed away. And trying to put up a shot. Great job by Travis Floyd. Floyd Taps it over to Andrews. Andrews trying to get by his man. Headed away. Here is Sungano. Sungano with a shot attempt. Hits high above the goal line there and bounces out of bounds. But again, shot attempt by Sungano. It'll go back to UO now. Here's Jax Robinson. And he'll put it in play here. Headed by, looks like that was one Cairo on the other side. And Sungano trying to chase that down. I don't know if he's going to get to it, and he does not. It'll go back to the Ozarks. Jax Robinson once again to put it in play for the Ozarks. Here's a throw in. Bonacorvo. That was, I almost felt that one. Jeez, that was quite a hitter there by Bonacorvo to keep that away from the oncoming UO players there. And here we go. It's back in play. Here's Mott. Mott getting it over to Luster. Luster with and that's Thomas Ross that time. Not able to put it in, but a shot attempt, and then it was deflected out. It will result here in a corner kick for now for the Ozarks. Miguel Reyes, of course, the go-to man for the job. And here we go. As it looked like on that particular play, as another shot goes up. And it's going to stay with UO. Another corner kick opportunity here. They get in quickly here. The Thomas Ross deflected by Azua. And Rudder now coming in on the action. Reyes will chase it down. He invites two over. Takes it over to Mott. Mott with the beautiful cross. Nearly connects. It looks like that was Spence Jean-Baptiste on the other side of the field, but he couldn't quite catch up to that ball flying through the air, and it's going to result in possession to the Tigers. Is Botello on the goal kick here. Looking to put it in play for his team here. Over to midfield. Mott's trying to win that one, but instead he'll get it over to inadvertently to Lopez, and Tigers looking to maintain, and it's now they're in Ozark territory here, looking for the opportunity. The high cross. Luster, however, is there to head it away, and Bonacorvo trying to chase it. Here is Jean-Baptiste here, being tracked down tightly by Aaron Lopez. Baptiste running away from the Tiger crowd there. He attracted about 2 or 3 defenders on that play, and he'll get it back. After a couple of exchanges here, and he runs right into, he's going to the defense. Instead, he'll get it over to Ross there. Good cross there, but Tigers able to come up with it. No call. Miguel Reyes, a high shot off the mark. Is Botello here. Trying to get himself some rhythm here. Let's put it in play. And he will. And headed away that time by Reyes. And Mott chasing it down. Mott, great job by the Tigers there to chase that down and keep UO from scoring that one. Ozarks will get the possession. A lot of credit going to that ETBU defense. Obviously, the sideline of the Ozarks wants an explanation as to, hey, why was that not a foul? It would have been in and out of the box, would have resulted in a PK. Great job, Sungano and Bonacorvo tackling on that ball along the sideline there. Sungano, and he commits the foul. It'll stay with UO here after the foul call. Here's the indirect kick here. Miguel Reyes 40-plus yards away from the goal area here. Here's a kick here. And trying to get it in. Looked like Mott got tripped up a bit. Very high kick there from Sagano, but it goes right over to Hensley. Hensley trying to get past Floyd. Floyd not going for the fakes here. He's staying with him every step of the way. He'll get it off to Baptiste. Baptiste trying to get away from the Tiger crowd. He's got three around him. They surround him. They poke it away. And Pontecorvo nearly got it to a teammate. He continued to battle for it. And Ross will get it over to Miguel Reyes. Here's Reyes looking. Reyes, shot attempt right into the arms of the awaiting Bryant Botello. Great job by Botello here to collect that save. Again, he's done a good job all year. He had 64 coming in as it's headed. And the Ozarks really battling. They're doing a great job there of keeping the ball really in their possession as Aaron Lopez battling with Baptiste. He goes down. And a foul called on UO. ETBU will get it here. Travis Atkinson once again. Surveys the field a bit. And here we go. The signal is up. It goes high here. Headed away. And Alex Ross, Luster will look to chase that down. And he does keep it in. But instead, Azua is there to collect the loose ball. Here's Mott. And Azua again. Azua active here on these last couple of sequences. Here's Miguel Reyes. And Pontecorvo comes, tackles, and takes the ball away. Here's Rudder back over to Pontecorvo. Rudder hitting the deck in the process. And Pontecorvo comes away with it. Hits it over to a cutting Lopez. Lopez, however, runs into a host of Ozarks awaiting. It's sent ahead with Jacob Lopez. A great ball over to Aaron Lopez, and he'll get it in the air and headed away that time. Looks like that was Rice. Bradley Rice. Sagano. And a great job right there by number 24, Truman Hensley, to get it away. Great effort there on the defensive end, working on both sides of the field. South front looking. He'll send it ahead. And Botello going far out of his home there. Inside the box to chase that one down. He'll put it in play for ETBU. Nearly 12 minutes have gone by here in this second half. 33:50 to play here on Cornish Field. We are here in Marshall, Texas, for this first round men's ASC soccer match. Here's Botello getting into midfield. Baptiste with the high kick, trying to get it to a teammate. Botello will kind of bowl it over to Lopez, and Lopez will get it to Azua. Andrews chasing and Reyes. Reyes didn't quite trap that ball the way he wanted to. But it's Pontecorvo and Alex Ross battling for it. And now Thomas Ross comes up with it. And hits it over to Reyes. But Reyes right into Rudder inadvertently. Gets it over. And Jax Robinson comes flying in out of the backfield. A shot attempt. It goes high again. So the Ozarks getting up several shots. They have about 7 now in the game. 4 coming right at the net. Not a ton of opportunities here. ETBU with just 2 shots total for the match. We've got 32-25 to play here in the second half. Botello will get it just beyond the midfield. And here's Rudder. Rudder Wanted to avoid, trying to put a hand on it, trying to avoid Luster. Great job by Pontecorvo. Pontecorvo and Reyes battling. Reyes knocks it away. It'll stay with the Tigers. Here's a throw in, right to Rudder, back to Azua. Azua over to Andrews. Andrews putting it high. Sangano keeps it in play, but they're looking for it and lurking for UO was Hensley. Luster with the high bicycle type kick. And Andrews able to get to it. He has to reset, getting it over to Botello. Those of you who remember in that UTD game match, as both Reyes and Sangano battling for it. We go high across the field. Atkinson will have to get it to Botello. Botello trying to play it to cutting Andrews, who was waiting at midfield. South front. Over to Ross. Thomas Ross running into a crowd here, trying to get it to Jean-Baptiste. Baptiste battling, and it's going to be called. Let's see here. Official conferring with one of the Ozarks that looks like Michael Luster he was talking to, and it will result in, I believe it's an offsides. An offsides call on the official here. Ball back to ETBU as we've just about gotten to the 15-minute mark here. 15 minutes have gone by, I should say, here in the second half, as Cairo battling with Jax Robinson. It's headed away, and great job there to tackle it was Thomas Robinson, and South Front will have it. Over to Alex Ross. Alex being chased tightly, and Lopez is on him. He is tracking him down, will not let him out of his sight. That ball rolling free over to Baptiste. Baptiste, the shot attempt, it's saved by Botello. That's a fit shot on goal for the Ozarks. It will result in a save by Botello, so he is doing the work here. Headed by Rice. Rice waiting for it to drop, and Pontecorvo battling for it. Pontecorvo, both Rice and Pontecorvo battling hard to get to that loose ball, and Rudder will eventually capture it here. Gets it over to Floyd. Travis Floyd will back away and get it to Azua. Azua inviting Luster over here, and now Sangano trying to cross it. Rudder was in the vicinity, and Travis Floyd will have it. Floyd with the shot attempt. It won't go, but that's the first shot on goal now for ETBU. A great opportunity. Travis Floyd trying to take advantage of it. 5-1 in terms of, and here's Rudder, and they call a foul. Foul called on ETBU. Ball go back to UO here. Here we go, sent over, and Michael Andrews, here to get it, plays it to Rudder. Rudder will play it over to Juan Cairo on the far right, and Cairo will chase it down. Cairo shoved hard by Rice. It's sent over and headed right back to Logan Valistone. Up into the air here. And Lopez. Here's Sangano battling. Silas Sangano tried to head it, but he'll ends up heading it right over to Hensley. And a good battle here as Thomas Ross gets it over to Luster. Luster trying to blow by Azua. And Jean-Baptiste here, a shot. It is wide left. Ninth shot here for the Ozarks. 5 coming on goal. Botello again, once again doing a great job anchoring. As is the goalie for UO, Logan Valistine. Putting it in play is Botello. It'll go just short of the midfield line, and it will end up crawling right into midfield and battling. Andrews will come out with it, gets it over to Jacob Lopez here, and he and Botello will reset. Botello get it over to Lopez here. Lopez chasing. He attracts a crowd, puts it off of an Ozark who's in the vicinity. That's a tight battle going here. Mott. And he'll get it over to South Front. South Front will send it ahead. And there with the alert play is Atkinson. And here's Rudder. And he ended up, he tried to get it to Andrews, it looked like, but Andrews was trying to get around the official, and it went right off the official's leg. I don't know if it was legal to play the official. As Sangano knocks it out of bounds, and battling there is Reyes, and Sangano comes up with it. Here's Silas Sangano, taps it to Rudder, back to Sangano, and he is going to have a shot attempt, and it's headed away. South Front. Ball's loose here, and South Front is down here just outside the box area here on the goal that the Ozarks are defending. And it looks like they're going to circle up. No official call to stop the clock. There's been no signal to stop it. And South Front will hobble to his feet here as we're at the little over the 25-minute mark here of this second half. No score from either team. Ozarks have 9 shots total, 5 coming on goal. ETBU 4 shots with 1 on goal. Putting it in play now is Valentine. A lot of good defensive action from both these teams. As Sangano. Obviously both these teams seeing each other. And there's going to be a foul called. Foul called on ETBU there. The last time these two teams met, back on October 11th, so I don't know why. To me, that seems like it was about a month ago. A month to 2 months ago, but they met on October 11th here. 3 goals were scored apiece from both teams, and neither team able to come up with an answer in overtime as it's headed. And Lopez, rather that was Azua, and Botello tries to chase it, couldn't quite corral it, ends up out, and will result in a corner kick opportunity now for UO. Miguel Reyes, the trigger man here, surveying the field here, and he'll send it over, and not able to get it so front, and a shot by, looked like Michael Luster. Shot number 10 for the Ozarks. So the Ozarks are getting the shots up. They're getting the opportunities here. It's only a matter of time before something starts to fall for them. The question is, though, can ETBU get those same opportunities and begin to capitalize? Here's Botello here, as he'll send it just beyond midfield here. And Baptiste heads it, then collides with Cairo. And Botello has to get it out of there. Unfortunately, possession will go to UO. Here comes Jax. A lot on the line here for these teams. Those are here will be done for the year as Jax Robinson trying to get some momentum here on the throw-in. That's a high throw. There to head it away is Michael Andrews, and Coach Crawford loved that play. And here comes Rudder chasing it down. He tried to tap it to Sangano, but there is Hindley. And Cairo eventually will get it. A host of defenders around that midfield line battling for that loose ball. Lopez, unfortunately, taps it out of bounds. We're just under the midway point here of the second half. 21:50 to play. We're scoreless here from Cornish Field. However, the Ozarks have had a number of opportunities here to put one right on the net. They've taken 10 shots, half of them coming on goal here. As a throw in, it's put in play. Pontecorvo trying to chase it down. Rudder is in the building as well, but it'll go to South Front. And Pontecorvo, South Front battling for it. And South Front goes to the deck trying to get to it. Rudder comes up with it. Here's Rudder here. He attracts three, escapes, and he'll get it over to Travis Floyd. And Floyd will send it over to the left side of the field to Sangano. Sangano trying to get around Hensley. Hensley tackles and takes it away. And Sangano does not quit. He'll slide in, try and poke it to a teammate, but Ross gets to it. Here's Miguel Reyes, and back over to Thomas Ross. Ross looking for Michael Luster. Luster met by Azua. Luster with the shot and out of bounds. Shot attempt by Luster goes awry. It's going to be shot number 11 now for the Ozarks. Here's Botello. So look to put in play here. We're just over the 20-minute mark here of the second half. Botello is sent to midfield, and there to get it is Rudder. Rudder escaping two oncoming Ozark defenders. Gets it over to Juan Cairo. Cairo guarded tightly here. He's on the far right side. Skips it over to, trying to get it to Sangano. Sangano and Luster are both in the areas. Sangano temporarily traps the ball and not able to get anything out of it as it goes just over the fence and over the bridge and through the woods. Well, not quite into the woods. It's on the border. Somebody can get that ball without any fear of being snatched away. But we're at the 19-minute mark here. Just about here on Cornish Field. As this is put in play by Jax. And Rudder will corral it, but he tried to get it to a cutting Cairo. Rice able to get to it, though, before any of the ETBU players, as this is headed by Mott. Atkinson will get in the action as well. Alex Ross will get it over to Miguel Reyes. Reyes with a great job to get it to Mott, and Mott punts this one out of bounds. Trying to disrupt. Pontecorvo not able to get a handle on that one. Tries to get a cleat on it. Could not. A good header by South Front. And Luster tried to keep Azua from getting possession. It'll go back to ETBU now. Tigers just one shot on goal. So that means that UO has definitely done a great job making their adjustments from the last meeting on October 11th. And looking at the overall match between these two teams, the Tigers own the overall series, 18-5-3. However, the Ozarks have won 3 of the last 5 and 2 of the last 5 ending in ties. So it's been a few years here since 2013 since the Tigers have had a legitimate victory over the Ozarks. Right, the same year that they were last in the ASC tournament was the last time they got a victory against this Eagles squad here. Pontecorvo battling. He was battling on the sideline, it looks like, with Jax Robinson. Instead, Logan Valentine clears it out. 17 minutes to play here in this second half. This one could go into overtime as it's headed away, and Atkinson had it. Great job by Jacob Lopez to get in on it, and Aaron Lopez tripped up Jean-Baptiste Baptiste, and that time it's Mott. It's Mott trying to keep it in play. Mott slides and tries to keep it in bounds. He goes hard to the deck. The ball will go back to the Tigers now. Aaron Lopez on the far side gets by Baptiste and off the foot of Southfront. Here's Travis Floyd here, and he is really being double teamed there. Able to come up with it is Miguel Reyes. Trying to get around Pontecorvo. He does, and instead the ball will fly to Lopez. Reyes will now back tap it to Jax Robinson. Robinson will send it ahead. Great job by Jacob Lopez to head that one away. Headed again by Thomas Ross, but Michael Luster is on it, being chased by Sangano. Sangano does a great job of staying in play, and Rudder is on it. Rudder using the speed here, trying to get around him, and Rudder spinning away, and he hits the back of Miguel Reyes. And he did not see him coming. Probably just got the wind knocked out of him there. And he is down. Daniel Rudder. As trainers run out onto the field now to check on Daniel. We'll be back after this, folks. Don't go anywhere here. We're on the ETBU Sports Net. No score so far in this ASC men's soccer matchup.
For food and fun, fantastic flavors. Everybody loves the jalapeno tree. Sipping margarita, so sweet to savor. With the home of the pepper posse. Like our name, the food is hot. Fresh, authentic, always a lot. Friendly, affordable for the whole family. The jalapeno tree. For crazy good Mexican food, it's just gotta be the jalapeno tree.
We're back here on Cornersfield. In case you're just joining us, I'm Mark T. Robinson here on the call for this ASC men's soccer tournament first round matchup between the University of the Ozarks and the East Texas Baptist University Tigers. And so far, it has been an eventful match thus far. However, no score. Both teams having their opportunities here, as the Ozarks have 11 shots total, 5 coming on goal. As we've got a sub here on the field. Stepping onto the pitch is number 13, Millett Lorfields. Lorfields seeing his first action of the night, as Jacob Lopez getting set here to trigger a play for ETBU on this indirect free kick here. They're setting up. Daniel Rudder went down just before we went to break here, colliding with an Ozark player. I believe it was Miguel Reyes he collided with. Didn't see him coming from the backside. And he'll be okay. He'll have to step off for a moment, though, as the rules state. Holding the backside of his neck there, but as Pontecorvo tried to get him a shot going, couldn't quite get there. It goes wide left. 16 minutes exactly to play here on Corners Field. There's Logan Valestine. He's set here. He surveys the field, make sure his players are in the right position here. And we're going to go right to midfield, and Lorfields with the high kick, but trying to get it to a teammate, couldn't quite get it there. Jax Robinson and Cairo collide. Jean-Baptiste will send it over, but Lopez there to get it. Luster gets in on the action here, and he'll chase it down. Here's Luster trying to get by Atkinson, but Atkinson using that long reach to extend his leg just so and knock it out of bounds. Robinson here to throw in as we are at the 15-minute mark here of the second half. Here's a throw in. And missing the opportunity there. Luster with the high kick. It is nearly headed away, but Botello comes out of the box to snag it. Sends it ahead. Mott. Lorfields battling with Andrews. And Andrews lost. Looked like he was losing his balance. Held on to Lorfields, looks like. The Lorfields are it's going to result in a foul there. Referee's conferring there on the sidelines as both teams, well, the Ozarks rather, about to set up for an opportunity here. Again, in this game, they've gotten 11 shots total. 6 coming on net. And Lorfields and Southfront tried to get that one up. That's a shot attempt by Baptiste. And Botello once again going to the deck, making sure that shot goes no place. And he does a great job there defensively. However, that's a 7th shot on goal for the Ozarks. They have really come out and they have been aggressive for much of the night, trying to get shots up at the net. Here is battling as Cairo coming into the action to help him is Lopez, and Cairo has to get it all the way back into the backfield to Botello here to trigger it in. Andrews, a little nudge from behind by Thomas Ross rather, and Sangano comes over trying to win that one. He and Ross are in a bit of a battle. Sangano trying to get by, but Luster there to get it. Luster trying to get by Azua. To get that one. Rudder battling, chasing Rice. Rice doing a great job there of maintaining possession of that one. The ball sail over to Azua. Sangano gets it high, but headed by Rice. Bradley Rice. Main focal point here in the last couple of sequences. And here is Hensley. Gets it over, but Andrews there to get into it. Pontecorvo knocks it free from the grip of Southfront. Here is Sangano here. Sangano trying to get it, cross it to Rudder. Out of bounds to ETBU here, and it looks like it's going to be a corner kick opportunity. 12:50 to play here. Pontecorvo setting things up here. Trying to make sure his team is in good position here. Waits for the set. Looks like here Azua and Aaron Lopez will be the relief in case things don't go the way that they want. But a nice soft kick here, and Rudder gets by him. Rudder with the shot attempt, and nearly an attempt by ETBU, but not quite able to get there. Lopez runs into the body of Rice, and Lopez at it again. He continues to stay after it. Aaron Lopez, but he kicks it into a host of Ozarks. Southfront there to maintain it. The high kick over to Luster. Luster is met by Azua. Azua and Pontecorvo there to chase him down. Luster backs his way into some good position here. And knocked away from behind by Floyd. And that ball going right back into now Ozark territory here. There to get it is Cairo. Cairo goes to the deck to get that one to a teammate. Atkinson looking. Atkinson, great job. He gets around him. Gets around Southfront. Atkinson again. This could be an opportunity here, as sliding away with the kick is Rice. And Bradley Rice knocks it away, but ETBU will maintain possession of it. Here's the throw in. Pontecorvo looking. Pontecorvo will get it up. That was deflected, and flying in is Valestine. So we've had some good action here, back and forth here over the last 2 or 3 minutes. As we're coming up to the 11th-minute mark here of this second half. Logan Valestine. A high kick. It will sail right into midfield. And loose ball picked up by Cairo. Sangano had a foot on it as well. And here is Cairo kicking it over to Daniel Rudder trying to get by his defender, and he'll tap it back over to Cairo. Cairo being chased by Hensley, trying to stay in bounds. And a great defensive effort by the Ozarks to force ETBU, who looked like they were going to get a shot opportunity, to back it out. Andrews kicks it over to Floyd, but Baptiste there to get around him and intercept that. And knocked away by Aaron Lopez. Lopez has done his job on the defensive end. Gets it to Pontecorvo. Back over to Rice. But Rice will now get it to Baptiste. John Baptiste trying to get it to Mott. Luster now gets a foot in there, and Mott will send it ahead. Luster beating Jacob Lopez, and he'll have the opportunity here as that is saved by Botello. Won't go down as an official save, but it makes a great defensive effort, and now Mott is on it. We're going back and forth, folks. And here is the attempt here. Baptiste will get it back over to Mott. Mott trying to get around Atkinson. Atkinson falls, trying to get to it. And now Sangano racing in. Here's Mott, tripping, stumbling, falling, stumbling. Shot off. It goes wide right. This is playoff soccer, folks. Some great end-to-end action as we have a couple of subs for the Ozarks. Number 10, Miguel Reyes is back on the floor along with number 12, Sean Garcia. And number 18, Bryce Young.
Number 10, Miguel Reyes. Number 12, Sean Garcia. Number 18, Bryce Young.
Oh, man, we are just over the 9-minute mark here. Some incredible end-to-end action over this last couple of minutes. But guess what? There's still no score. Couple of opportunities by both teams. Here's Sangano trying to get around Hensley. And Hensley doing a great job defensively as he smacks right into Rudder. Here is Sangano. Sangano with the shot, and it's good. Silas Sangano scoring the first goal of the match here. 1-0 here as the Tigers score the first goal. Sangano with the big-time shot and a big-time make. And with all the opportunities that the Ozarks have had, gotta wonder just when will they put their staple on this. 8:32 to play here in this second half. Do the Tigers have 8.5 minutes of sound defense to play and end this in a shutout? 1-0 so far. And we're back in play here. Botello runs out and gets it. Gets it right in the midfield there. Battling for it is both Reyes and Pontecorvo. Pontecorvo hits the deck hard. Sliding away. Botello doing a great job of recognizing the Ozarks had the advantage. He gets rid of it with a punt out of bounds. Eight minutes to go. And the Tigers are in the driver's seat, so to speak. But hey, we've got a ton of game left, folks. Just about anything can happen here, especially considering that this is a playoff match. Here's a throw in. Goes high. And away. And back out. Great job by Rudder on the sliding kick, trying to get it to Sangano. And Jax Robinson just gets rid of it there. And it's out of bounds. ETBU.
ETBU goal was by number 5, Silas Sangano, assisted by Daniel Rudder.
Here's Botello to put it in play for ETBU. A little over 7 to play here. And here we go. It's going to the midfield. Andrews able to head it. And Sangano heads it over to Rudder. Rudder, 2 on him. Can he get by him? The light tap. Pontecorvo. Pontecorvo gets knocked down. No foul called. And now Rudder gets knocked down. And it's going to be a foul on UO. 6:35 to play here. So you have a couple subs for the Ozarks. Looks like Mott and Alex Ross will come back into this one. Lopez will play it to Rudder. Rudder trying to find open man. Finds Pontecorvo. Pontecorvo trying to get it over to Sangano. Rudder gets a foot on it, but not able to maintain it, though. It's headed away, and Floyd will trying to tap it to Cairo. Cairo hits the deck trying to get to that one, and sends ahead John Baptiste. The tap from Logan over to Garcia. Garcia knocked away by Azua. Justin Azua with a great read on that play. Recognized what was developing and knocks it away. Substitution for the Ozarks, number 20. Mott is back on the field along with number 23, Alex Ross. Drew Mott and Ross will close out this one as we're at the 5:30 mark here. Don't want to score opportunity here on the throw-in. It's headed and not able to get to it. And Sangano battling. And Thomas Ross will put one in the air. Luster tried to head this one. And it's picked up by Botello. So let's see if the Tigers can close this out. Perhaps put another goal on the scoreboard. Headed away again. Here's Sangano. Sangano trying to get around Thomas Ross. And Sangano slides. Sangano with a great hustle effort. It's off Ross. And the Tigers will maintain it here. Rudder. And he skips this one over to Sangano. Sangano being tracked by Ross. Sangano trying to beat two Ozarks here. And this ball will stay in play. Jax Robinson here trying to trigger something for UO here. They've got a little over 4 minutes to do something here. Try to put a score on the board. It's punted over to Baptiste. Lopez, great defense from Aaron Lopez. Getting to it is Juan Cairo. He'll tap it to Rudder. Rudder looking to escape here. And Rudder looking as a couple of Ozarks surround him. Lopez will play it back to Botello. That's the smart play. Botello punts this one out of bounds. A little over 3 minutes to go here. Tigers leading right now 1-0 here in their first hosted ASC tournament here. They are the number 4 seed. So we're at 3:30 now. Here's the throw in. Jax Robinson. The ball's up in the air, headed away, and Rudder gets to it. Rudder, great job clearing it out. Making sure none of the Ozarks get a chance to put one in here. We've got over 3 minutes, so anything can happen here. Great job putting it through the air. Sangano chasing. Sangano falls down, trying to stay with that one. Here's Alex Ross. Ross with a shot. Saved by Botello. Botello has had a full workload here in the second half, saving shots. And he is really piling on here, doing a tremendous job defensively. Goes just beyond the midfield point. Pontecorvo here gets it to Rudder, puts it high in the air. Bradley Rice is there chasing him, though. It's headed away. Pontecorvo has it. Pontecorvo tumbles, falls. He loses it, but he gets it over to Rudder. And Sangano tries to tap it, and Rudder was knocked down. And we're going to stop play here. And it's going to be, it looks like, a yellow card called on Daniel Rudder. Unfortunate play for the Tigers. As Tristan England about to check in for ETBU here with the final 2:15 here in the second half. Jax Robinson clears it and tries to get it to Luster. Great job by Jacob Lopez to read that one. Andrews, light tap over to Sangano. Sangano can't quite control it. Here is Reyes. Reyes getting over, trying to get it to South Front, but headed away by Aaron Lopez. Ball's put in the air by Floyd. A good ball. That'll take more time off the clock now. Yo has to do that much more work to get it back into their field of play. Luster, the good header there. Sungano with a round kick. Keeping it away. Great chase by Rice there. Sungano again. Luster keeping him on his backside. And Rice gets it over, and Baptiste puts it up in the air and taken away by who else but Botello. Right, Botello doing a tremendous job. The Tigers have a little over a minute here to keep this 1-0 lead. They'll pick up their first win in the ASC tournament. They'll pick up their first win in the ASC tournament in program history. We're 0-2 coming into this one. Last loss, like we said, in 2013 against Louisiana College, 3-2. Sungano trying to hit a good ball. They got to put this one in the air to take some time off to keep it going here, but instead Hensley has it, and he tries to connect. But a great job by Botello. Botello falls on it, protects it, and now ETBU has 20 seconds here, as it looks like they're going to try and secure the victory here. They just got to keep playing here, as we're down to 10 seconds here. And keeping it in play, a shot by Baptiste. It's saved by Botello, and that is going to be the end of the ball game. The ETBU Tigers are victorious here on Cornish Field. They come away with a 1-0 victory over the University of the Ozarks. And just a tremendous job, a tremendous season. Hey, their motto for this year is believe. Well, guess what? We believe here on Cornish Field, as the Tigers will take on, will next play, believe it's on a Thursday. University of the Ozarks, once again, they play well, got a lot of opportunities here. 9 shots total on goal, but ETBU able to sneak away on this one here off of a goal by Silas Sungano. That's a great job there. And Tigers will continue the run. This has been a redemption season for ETBU, and they'll continue it. As once again, this has been Mark T. Robinson here on the ETBU Sports Net. We're going to wrap up here on the field. And once again, calling this ASC Men's Soccer Tournament first round match against the University of the Ozarks. Thank you for supporting ASC Sports and ETBU Athletics. We'll be back next time with another broadcast in the future. Once again, I'm Marty Robinson signing off here on the ETBU Sports Net.